spend the day with me as a 36-year-old in Chicago. And the first thing I did was made the bed. So transparently, I wouldn't crawl back into it. Then I just got myself ready for the day. It was pretty easy. I will say I'm feeling some twinges of maybe being under the weather, so I took some extra airborne and it did the trick. Then it was time for me to actually head out. Hopped in the car and grabbed a frappe before heading over to the grocery store, grabbed some ingredients for a meal prep this week. When I got home, I unpacked all of my groceries, which honestly, that was a win itself. Sometimes I only put the cold stuff away. And then I began my prep. So I was doing some chicken fajita bowls. I was excited to finally use a Kinder seasoning. I have never used one before, and not gonna lie, it lived up to the hype. But I just had a bunch of veggies and some chicken and seasoned that up before. I probably should have had a bigger pan, tossing it in the oven. But this was the final product, and I was pretty happy about it. Then, because it was so freezing, I hopped in the car and made my way over to Sweat House. Yes, I cold plunged when it felt like -8 outside, but honestly, this feels so good for all my injuries. And then after that, I went to Target and then I grabbed a Coke Zero from McDonald's and came home and watched some Gilmore Girls while sending out a ton of emails for the Red Heart Bash. Then I had the Red Heart Bash meeting. I watched a little bit of the championship game, but I decided to make dinner during it. And honestly, I turned it off after like the first quarter because I didn't really care who won. I didn't want either of them, but I did watch the Blackhawks game and I watched that, and that was my day.